In ancient Israel, family lineage wasn't just a matter of heritage. It was the foundation of identity, belonging, and legal standing. In a time where tribal affiliations and inheritance rights shaped one's role in society, knowing where you came from mattered deeply. For the Israelites, genealogies preserved not only personal connections, but also a sense of divine purpose. These ancestral records tied families to the promises God made to his people, ensuring that his covenant endured through the generations. Lineages were essential for maintaining the structure of the 12 tribes of Israel. Each tribe had specific roles. Some provided priests, others warriors, and some landowners. Without a record of ancestry, a person's place within this carefully organized system could be lost, making genealogies crucial for personal identity and the larger community. For example, the tribe of Levi was set apart for priestly duties, meaning that only those who could prove their Levite descent were eligible to serve as priests in the temple. Similarly, land inheritance was tied to tribal divisions, ensuring each family's survival through the land allotted to them. But genealogies did more than provide legal standing. They connected individuals to God's covenant promises. From the beginning, God had a plan for his people, and that plan was passed down through generations. The Bible often refers to these promises, especially to Abraham, the patriarch of Israel. God promised Abraham that through his descendants, all nations of the earth will be blessed. Genesis 22:18. These genealogies recorded how each generation carried that promise forward, acting as a thread connecting individuals to a larger, divine narrative. This is where Jesus' genealogy becomes particularly significant. In the Gospels of Matthew and Luke, his lineage is carefully traced, demonstrating how he fulfills both the promise to Abraham and the royal covenant made with King David. By showing that Jesus is descended from David, Matthew establishes that Jesus is the rightful heir to the throne of Israel, emphasizing his role as the Messiah king. On the other hand, Luke's genealogy emphasizes Jesus' connection to Adam, highlighting his mission to redeem all of humanity, not just Israel. Understanding the genealogies also reveals the deeper layers of Jesus' mission. For the Israelites, genealogies were proof of legitimacy, whether for kingship, priesthood, or land inheritance. By including Jesus' ancestry, the Gospel writers affirm that Jesus is not a mere teacher or prophet. He is the long-awaited fulfillment of God's covenant. His connection to both Abraham and David shows that he stands at the crossroads of prophecy and promise, bringing God's plan to completion. However, Jesus' genealogy isn't just about prestigious names and noble heritage. It includes unexpected individuals as well. Figures like Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, and Bathsheba, each with unique and often challenging backgrounds, are part of his lineage. Their inclusion shows that God's plan transcends human expectations and societal norms. The presence of these women reminds us that God's promises aren't limited to the powerful or the perfect. They extend to everyone, regardless of past mistakes or social standing. In Jesus' time, genealogies carried both historical and spiritual weight. For many, their lineage provided a sense of security and identity. It told them who they were, where they belonged, and what role they were meant to play in God's plan. But Jesus' mission revealed that while ancestry was important, it wasn't the ultimate source of identity. He came to offer a new kind of belonging, not based on bloodline but on faith. Through Jesus, anyone, regardless of their lineage, could become part of God's family. This shift from genealogical identity to spiritual identity forms a key part of the Gospel's message. Though Jesus' lineage proves his rightful place in history, his message invites all people, Jew and Gentile alike, into God's family through faith. The genealogies remind us that God's promises are not just historical artifacts. They are living truths that extend to everyone willing to trust in him. The genealogies of Jesus show us that no part of God's plan is accidental. From Abraham's faith to David's kingship, from Tamar's boldness to Mary's obedience, every person in his lineage played a role in preparing the way for the Messiah. These records, which might seem tedious at first glance, are in fact profound reminders of God's faithfulness across generations. They reveal that history is not just a series of random events, but a story guided by God's hand, a story that leads to redemption for all through Jesus. So, the next time you come across a biblical genealogy, remember, it's not just a list of names. It's a reminder that every person matters in God's plan, and that includes you.